is going to cover the areas of guided buying and operational procurement, and we'll specifically discuss how OpusCapita can address operational procurement and using our guided buying, simplify the process of being able to purchase items that procurement has contracted. When we talk about operational procurement, what we're talking about is not simply the ordering of operational, of indirect items. We are talking more of being able to be a one-stop shop to be able to requisition orders not only for indirect materials, but also for services, complex kits, all types of different commodities within one environment. And we use the catalog metaphor to be able to address all of these issues. Our landing page addresses the ability of guiding the buyer to the preferred suppliers and products that procurement wants people to focus on. And so we have here a series of tiles where we have major work areas, and then we go down into the specific categories within these areas to be able to say, if you want to buy a specific product, you should first go here and be able to look for things. Three major areas that we typically look at for the indirect user is typically workwear and safety, IT products, and office supplies. We'll discuss these other areas later, but for the examples of what we're trying to do here, we'll go and look at this specifically. So firstly, we could just do the most simple thing in the world, and in the office supplies category, the things that people buy things more than anything else are toner cartridges. So I've gone into that category, and I know that I have an 045 Canon printer, and I'm going to go ahead and search within the category that I've gone down, and I see now all of the printers, all of the toner cartridges associated with my printer, and I can select them and place them on the card. A second example would be if I'm going into protective equipment, and that's quite typical these days here. And here we've actually taken you to the preferred supplier, and we can go ahead and now look in the areas that we want to buy something. So for instance, our preferred supplier provides respirators, and they can see the respirators that they can purchase from the supplier. So not only have we controlled the experience of which supplier they go to, but we've given them a drill down that's very similar to the supplier's website that allows them to go and find the items rapidly. A little bit more sophisticated, for instance, if they want to purchase a laptop, they can go in here, and we've gone and says we want to buy a premium laptop, and for instance, we want to buy a Lenovo. We can go directly to the Lenovo, and here you can see that we've got more of the capabilities that we have within the application to buy the laptop and the different warranties, hardware upgrades, etc., and we can place that onto the cart as well. So the core part that we talked about here was the guided buying process, where we have a set of tiles on the front page that take us to the one-stop shop that covers the purchasing of all materials. They don't go to another application to initiate their orders. They can do everything right here. Now, this is what I call a dynamic guided buying user interface, because the only things that appear on here and the links only go to the items that are authorized to be able to be viewed by the user. We have a number of levels of visibility, but the one that most of our customers use is what we call object visibility. And so we have at the agreement level, when you set up the agreement, you define which country, which companies, which business units, which locations can view this particular agreement. And what happens is that the visibility from this page is completely driven by that visibility. So in summary, our operational procurement covers everything from being able to order materials, requisition services. For instance, here we have a planning consultant. We can go and access rate sheets and agreements all from the one interface. And the way it's designed is that we control the buyer's user experience based on these front pages. Now, you can always come into the system and search for N95, and that will get us to our N95 items. But we have another, we talked a little bit about guided buying, getting you to the preferred supplier, but we have also the concept of preferred products where when you're searching for something, you can identify the items that are preferred and that you want people to buy. And they always appear with the star at the top of any search. So again, we've covered the concept of preferred suppliers being guided, through the links on the landing page. And then even if you're using keyword suppliers, we have an overriding preferred product view. Thank you.